Hi Corinne, thank you for watching this video and thank you for your feedback in Part A. In Part A, the chosen aspect of a quality teacher was the concept of teaching to students' learning styles according to their multiple intelligence type strengths theorized by Gardner. My viewpoint in Part A was that teachers should adapt their teaching styles to suit the learning styles of the students. I still stand by this viewpoint, however, due to my recent classroom experiences and observations from my recent PECS placement, I have furtherly developed this viewpoint in that a quality teacher should also attempt to strengthen their weaker intelligence types of students in order to improve students' learning abilities and to broaden effectiveness of teaching styles within the class. Mora Perez and Fernandez Garcia highlight the importance of broadening intelligence type abilities to enhance their effectiveness. These findings highlight the fact that intelligence types and learning styles can in fact be broadened and strengthened. This aspect of teaching is deeply rooted within the first standard of the Australian Professional Standards for Teachers as it applies to knowing students and how they learn. In the classroom, I have observed and assisted a Stage 2 student who deals with autism spectrum disorder. His intelligence type strengths are naturalistic and spatial. However, he struggles with linguistic and intrapersonal aspects of intelligences. During a narrative writing assessment, which strongly related to the linguistic and interpersonal intelligences, this student was struggling to produce any work beyond one sentence. We were working in a small classroom where he was very distracted by a window and couldn't stop fiddling with his pencil. So rather than supervise him and have him produce almost no work, I opted to take him outside and sit in the trees near the playground to work. Almost immediately after moving him outside, he had produced almost a whole page of writing. He would easily give up and claim that he couldn't think of anything more to write. Each time this happened, I told him to look around and write what he could see, and he would immediately continue to write. This approach proved to be effective for the student I was working with. The active experimental approach taken in this situation was viewed as an effective approach for pre-service teachers in Ozdemir and Kaptan's 2017 article in the Journal of Education and Practice. This combination with the application of Standard 1 in the Australian Professional Standards for Teachers proved to be an effective strategy to improve this particular student's learning abilities and results. Ernest and Fish 2014 talks about the effectiveness of pedagogical approaches with visual and spatial aids and the integration of technology programs that require logical, mathematical and naturalistic approaches to learning. I've observed this in the field with science lessons that involve diagrams, videos, written answers, and artistic drawings. The outcomes of students' learning in these lessons proved to be effective and reflected a high level of engagement across the class. It also resulted in good quality work done by students due to the active questions asked and the high productivity level reflected through the quality of work that they produced. This supports my original viewpoint in Part A and reflects my developed viewpoint from strengthening weaker areas of intelligences and learning types by integrating multiple teaching approaches that require the integration of different intelligence types. I still stand by my original statement that a quality teacher is a teacher whom caters to students on an individual level as well as to the class as a whole. However, my idea of this has developed from catering primarily to the intelligence type strengths of students to also using the intelligence type strengths of students to furtherly develop their intelligence type weaknesses. This is done in order to broaden the students' learning abilities and more effectively cater to the class as a whole. Thank you for listening, and I hope I have eloquently provided you with a sophisticated understanding of my newly developed ideas of what a quality teacher is.